We all know that feeling as a survivor when the killer comes in and just completely destroys and takes no prisoners, showing no mercy. Well, today, I picked out 3 different killers and put together 3 of the most deadliest builds you'll ever see in Dead by Daylight. I also put timestamps linked to each killer so you can pick your poison in the description and can jump right into what you want to watch first. I really hope you guys enjoy this one. Midwich Elementary, home of the Dorito Head. Okay, so this build I have on Doctor in Distressing, Unnerving Presence, No Quarter, and Merciless Storm for the sole reason to just frustrate survivors trying to repair generators or complete heals. The first static blast of the match reveals that all survivors are on the lower floor. But I'm gonna head towards this generator that I hear being worked on. It's Steve, so let's give him a little shock therapy, a little smack before he runs away. I'm gonna kick this gen, and then try and catch up to him. Follow the scratch marks. Follow these scratch marks, but I wanna go close to the wall, see if anyone's working on that gen before I break that door. No, there is not, so I'll continue on. I know from using Static Blast that there was survivors over here. Not sure how that missed. Or how that missed. But let's make up for it here. Getting stuck by the lockers there and then standing there looking at me was probably not a good idea. It just gave me more time to get that door broken. She's gonna be trapped over here, and now that I have that door broken, she's in a tough spot to get out of here. Probably gonna result in my first down and my first hook of the match. And there it is. Now, some people like to use Static Blast after they've hooked a down survivor, but I like doing it before I hook the survivor. That way, in case there's any survivors working on a generator or performing a healing action, it will interrupt the action, hopefully stopping a generator from being completed or a survivor from being fully healed. I gotta say, Mr. Harrington, you are dedicated to getting that generator done. Give it another kick here. Head back by the hook to see if anyone's around. Nope. All right, there's some scratch marks. Let's go follow that. See where it leads us. Probably to Steve. Yeah, there's a doctor illusion. Yeah, he's upstairs running. Okay, so scratch marks are getting darker, so that means I'm getting closer. He probably jumped down, yeah, he went downstairs, but I'm gonna watch this Merciless Storm that just went off by this gen. I'm gonna give this a kick. There's more scratch marks, so survivors that were working on this gen must be close. Let's fire off another Static Blast, see who's around. Whoa, showing 2 survivors, looks like downstairs and 2 upstairs. Totally caught them off guard. They don't know where to go. Steve, buddy, you just ran the wrong way. Steve being in tier 3 madness will have him perceive an illusionary red stain and a terror radius, as if I was constantly right behind him, even though I'm not. Oh, you fell for that simple mind game, my friend. Okay, this is a risky situation. I want the hook with Steve, but I do know that Cheryl is close. I can see her to the window to the right. She's fast-vaulting back and forth. I think she realized she messed up. She could have gotten that pallet save if she timed that right for sure. But oh well, off to the basement with Steve and he gets his first hook. Okay, who's next? Let's get that Static Blast going. All right, so there's an ore upstairs. Actually, there's 2 upstairs, 1 downstairs. So clearly we're going for the survivor that's downstairs. Oh, Cheryl just pops up out of nowhere. Hello there. She's still in tier 3 madness. Nice. Oh, they just popped their first, and that's gonna be their last gen they get. Did she not see me right there? All right, let's chase her down and get her hooked. Where's she going here? Oh, poor Cheryl. She doesn't realize I already broke that door. So that cut her down real quick. I think she was trying to double back to hit that vault again, but no time or space to do so. All right, let's set off my Static Blast. I could be cheap and go to the basement seeing Buddy was screaming from tier 3 madness, but I'm gonna follow these scratch marks instead. Who do we got here? Who is it? Steve? Buddy, why would you be stopping right there? Like, I guess you didn't realize I was right there as well. That's the thing with tier 3 madness with the doctor. You think you're safe, but you have the red stain, you got the terror radius,
You think you're in a good spot to snap out of it, but really the doctor could be right behind you. In this situation, unfortunately for Steve, I was. Did I hear somebody else up the stairs here? Let's take a quick peek. Nope, I guess not. All right, sorry Steve, you're going on your next hook, bud. And sadly for you, it's your death hook. Poor Cheryl, they still haven't gotten you yet, hey? Okay, static blast time to see. Wait, nope, Yui's right here. So let's save that for later. And deliver a nice dose of shock therapy until Yui hits tier 3 madness. There we go. Okay, so we got 2 on the hook in Steve and Cheryl. We got Yui injured. And let's see if we can get her down tier to make it a 3rd. Use shock therapy here to block her from using the pallet. Alright, let's down her right here. Ooh, nice little dodge. Drops the pallet. Let's break this, get it out of the way. Oh, Steve's dead. They left him on hook. Kate, what have you been doing this whole time, my friend? Oh, Yui couldn't tell with that tier 3 madness which way I was coming from. Kind of like Steve earlier. So this build is working perfectly, exactly how I wanted. And now with this new perk, No Quarter, from the Houndmaster, it combines the other 3 perks now to affect the healing process at a much more rapid pace. And if we've noticed here, gens are not getting done, heals are not getting done, they're staying injured way more often. They are paranoid and on guard, thinking that I'm always around because they're in tier 3 madness. So all of that combined is stopping the survivors' objectives of getting the generators out and the exit gate doors open, which in turn works for me as the killer, getting more hooks and sacrifices to the entity. It's honestly a brutal build and I really love it on the doctor. Alright, I really feel we're getting close to endgame here. So let's go down this Kate. Stop her before she hits this pallet here. Nice. Okay, now Yui's dead on hook. So all we got left is to catch this Cheryl. Heard a scream, but I don't see any auras. Oh, there she is all of a sudden. Okay. Man, this build is insane. Okay, we're getting much closer because the scratch marks are getting darker and we're seeing the pools of blood even more, so we're not too far off here. I'm gonna just jump over this vault here, cut a little bit of time down, shock him a little bit more. Okay, that's down, Cheryl. Avoided a pallet sandwich, luckily. Kate's like, nah, screw you, buddy. Screw you and your build. Gotcha. All right. So this is going to be my new go-to doctor build. I tried it in a couple other games and I got a 3K and no gens got done in that game. And the reason why I got a 3K was because the last survivor ended up getting the hatch before I can get to them. So I'd say I've succeeded at my objective at driving these survivors crazy with the ultimate Doctor Madness build. Okay, moving on. McMillan Estate and Michael Myers, playing to the strength, the shape of evil. This deadly build keeps Myers undetectable for a good portion of the match. Kicking a generator will activate Trail of Torment, but at the same time will also give me value from nowhere to hide by letting me know if there's any nearby survivors around, showing me their auras. This will help set me up to catch those nearby survivors off guard, then taking away their pallet resource with Hex Blood Favor, setting in panic and hopefully catching them off guard making a mistake so I can down them, hook them, then put into play Hex Plaything, keeping them oblivious until their Hex Totem is cleansed. This is an autopilot rinse and repeat type of build. This is a great start to the game. I reached tier 2 quite fast, then narrowed down half of the team that was working on a generator, then downing Kate early, then following that up doing the same thing to Dwight, put him on the hook and activating his Hex Plaything. Now I'm gonna go back for Kate, get her on the hook and activate her Hex Plaything. So half of the team right now is oblivious and will not know when I'm coming up from behind to get a kill. The 2 add-ons I selected, J. Myers Memorial and Lock of Hair, really complement this build and puts the match in my favor even more. Okay, let's go and down this lorry.
There we go. We're gonna pick her up right away and get her hooked. There's some value right there for Hex Blood Favor. Not having to worry while carrying a survivor through a pallet, helping you get to the hook faster. Cause the pallet gets blocked by the entity. So no chance of getting pallet smashed and the survivor being set free. I am just loving this undetectable status. These survivors got no clue I'm around. They're just healing all freely at the hook. But it's like, if you don't see the killer on anybody in the HUD, there's a good chance they're going back to the hook. So should probably not hang around there because they seem to be having a habit of just healing on hook. I am undetectable, so this is good for me right now. Getting a lot done in a very short amount of time. So thank you, Trail of Torment, and thank you, Hex Plaything. Okay, I'm gonna gain some more evil here and 99 my tier 3. All right, so that's ready to go now. All right, let's see who we can find now. Oh, who's this we have here? Yeah, that's Nia. Okay, let's see if we can hunt her down. Because she has not been hooked yet. Oh, I thought she was going to try and cut through that vault, but she did not. Okay. Scratch marks here. Okay, let's follow her through here. Ooh, was that a little teabag? You led me right back to the hook. Shady play on her part, but I cannot not take advantage of this. And again, they're just sitting here freaking healing. Okay, well, Kate's down. We're gonna get her back on the hook right away. Wait, I'm gonna break this pallet here. Get it out of the way. Okay, let's see who else we can down while I'm in tier 3 here. There goes one of my Hex Plaything totems. Looks like Nia again. All right, round 2. Okay, Nia, this time you're going down. You are not gonna get away. You will feel the blade. And okay, I got this one more time. Here we go, and down you go. All right. Let's kick this gen, see if anyone's around. Let's go hook Nia real quick. Okay, so they just saved Kate from the hook. I'm gonna head back in that general direction because they like to heal on hook, so maybe I can catch them off guard one more time while I'm undetectable. I mean, you think they would learn their lesson by now and not heal on the hook. Ooh, there's scratch marks on that tree right there. On the ground, yeah, they're heading back to hook over here. Let's cut through this little tented area. Okay, so my plan here is try and gain some more evil and get my tier 3 99'd again. Okay, they just made the save. Let's get the stock here. Okay, never mind. Let's not go for the stock and look at Nia right here on the gen. Like, no care in the world. She's just like, I'm gonna do the gen even though I just got unhooked. Doo-doo-doo. Like, the killer could be right around, but no care in the world. Gotta love Hex Plaything. Being undetectable helped make that play happen right there. Gonna hook Nia now. Oh, looks like somebody missed a skill check on that gen over there. Let's go investigate the situation, see what we can find. Nothing but a snowman, it seems. Another gen here. Let's kick this one. Activate Trail of Torment, so we're undetectable and nowhere to hide, but shows no one's around again. Oh, spoke too soon. That looks like Kate over there. Yeah, there she is. Tier 3 is now activated. Let's go hunt her down. There we go. Get her up on the hook real quick. Okay, now let's head back to the other hook where I had Nia on because they love healing on hook. And look, there they are, all 3 of them. Let's get them all right here and put an end to this match. There goes Nia. That's 1. 2 left. There goes Lori. Nice. Move out of the way, Snowman. If we get Dwight down here, this is game over. Oh, Dwight's paranoid. Look at him looking back. He's like, I'm the only one left. I don't normally slug, but this is a really good opportunity. Lock of Hair is coming in real handy, giving me this extra time in tier 3. We're gonna track down Dwight here, and down he goes. Beautiful.
And with like a bunch of time left of lock of hair, the fact that they buffed that is just ridiculous. That just gives Michael so much extra time in tier 3. All right, let's get these last 3 survivors on the hook here and put an end to this one. Okay, jumping right in here, we're at the Hawkins National Laboratory. I came in swinging with the Wraith and an informational speed build. Lethal Pursuer to let me know where survivors are when I start the match, and 2 extra seconds to add to barbecue and chili after I hook a survivor. Then adding Tinker in to let me know when a gen is at 70% progress, giving me the undetectable status for the next 16 seconds. Then topping off the build with Trail of Torment, which will leave me undetectable to survivors after I finish kicking a generator. So I'll be undetectable for a very good portion of this match, giving survivors barely any time at all to be able to react and get out of harm's way before I attack them. Then my 2 add-ons in All-Seeing Spirit while cloaked, I can see the progress of generators by the intensity of their auras. And then the speed factor of the build comes in with Windstorm White, which increases the Wraith's movement speed while cloaked by 7%. So overall, this build gives me a lot of information letting me know how close gens are to being done, when survivors are unhooked and where they are, and speeding across the map to get where I need to very quickly. So Sable will be the first hook of the match. If I ever get my sight back, Thalita will be the second. Let's take advantage of Trail of Torment still being active and sneak up on somebody hopefully here. There's the other Sable. Gonna give you a little whack. As a killer, this is a pretty easy mind game to trick a survivor. You're in such close quarters. Nasty 50-50 mind game. And those 50-50 pallets really suck. Let's kick this gen, start regressing that. Make sure nobody else is around here. I'm gonna head back to the hook, try and catch them making the save, get a hit or a down because 3 of the 4 are injured. A little tip, no matter who I'm with, if it's solo queue or with a Swift, never heal on hook if you see the HUD is not showing the killer being on another survivor. I mean, look at the last game with Myers and those survivors. If that's not a big enough indicator that healing on hook is a bad idea when the HUD shows that the killer is not on another survivor, then I don't know what it is. So to avoid that, just don't heal on hook unless you know the killer's busy. There goes Tinker, so now I'm gonna be undetectable. Come up and give her a whack. Sorry, Jill. Now you're stuck at a 50-50 and injured. Let's get her to drop the pallet. There we go. Oh, the slow crawl vault. I've been there. That sucks, but that's gonna cost you a hook, darling. See, I love how they put like a 50-50 pallet right there, right by a hook and right by a gen, and right by basically a dead end area. Basically a trap for survivors. As a killer, I love it, but as a survivor, I hate it. Trail of Torment's on cooldown, so we can't activate that again. There's that information from Lethal Pursuer and Barbecue and Chili. I'm gonna try and cut them off before they get there. Yep, there's one that looked like Thalita, but they both took too long, and now the other Sable's dead. I'm surprised they didn't leave the area. I even banged my bell. Whiffed on that one. Thalita with the protection hit. I respect that. Nicely done. All I see is scratch marks everywhere I go. Scratch marks and blood. There's a survivor going through that entrance. I'm gonna cut them off through here. They're injured, so hopefully I can get it down. There's Sable. It's Sable. Ooh. I thought I would have had that with the lunge, but nope, just another pallet sandwich. They really want this gen. They keep working on it. Nobody's over here though. Okay, let's give it a kick. Trail of Torment is now off cooldown, so I can activate it again. So I'm now back in the undetectable state. Let's go looking around. I hear somebody, but I don't see anybody. Looks like they're healing. Sable just got healed. Thalita just got healed. So yeah, they're definitely together. Yep, here they are, both working on the gen. All right, let's go down Thalita real quick. Gotta love that Trail of Torment though. They had no clue I was coming. Such a great perk. So let's kick this gen, get that regressing. Go back for Thalita. She's by a pallet, so let's look around. Make sure there's no survivors around set up to make a pallet save. And there's Jill, waiting to do just that. We got the quick hit on her. Let's go down her now. So then we'll have 2 of the 3 survivors who are left in the match down. All right, so we got Jill down now. Let's go back for Thalita, get her back on the hook. Here we go. We can save that for later. We're gonna break this pallet. Pick Jill up, get her back on the hook. Ooh, this is looking real good. So we're gonna hook her right here. Tinker just went off, so we know the last survivor's right over here on this gen. There she is. Hello, Sable. See, bad move there. Sable should have went for save because there's already one dead, one on the hook, and one was being hooked. And I know that gen was almost done, considering Tinker just went off, so it was around 70% done. But with 5 gens being left, and 2 of your teammates on the hook, me personally, I would have gone and made the 2 saves. Especially if there was going to be any chance at coming back in this game. I'm always about coming back in games that seem to be a lost cause. So she made the first save. So maybe her plan was to get the gen done first and then go for the saves. But still, the gen wasn't that close to being done. I still would have gone for the 2 saves and then come back to the gen to try and get it done. That's my thought on that situation. I don't know what Thalita was doing running there into the wall, but okay. Give her the extra hit. So it's going to take her more time to have to mend. Get Sable on the hook. Kick this gen now. Activate Trail of Torment again. I do gotta give it up to these survivors though. A lot of players in this position would probably already have DC'd. So the fact that these players are still going and they're trying to give me a run for my money, it's pretty cool. I gotta give them that. I respect that. It doesn't mean I'm gonna let any of the remaining survivors live, but I still respect it. So we got Thalita going back on the hook, we got Sable on the hook, and the only survivor left now was an injured Jill Valentine. There she is. And she gives right up. I mean, what chance do you have? Not one gen got done. This build is definitely speedy and informational. I'm finding myself slowly slipping over to the dark side of DBD. Being on your own as a killer, you only have your perks, your add-ons, and your powers to rely on. So forming builds that are devastating to the survivors you're going against in each match are key for a successful outcome. So I put together 3 of the most deadliest builds I could come up with, including add-ons. And as you can see, they were very effective. The deadlier the build, the higher the chance of slaying every survivor. So when picking perks for a build, I don't care how ruthless or merciless they are together, I'm out for the blood points. This was a different style video for me, and I'll probably do more in the future. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.